My name is Kit.
And I'm Steve.
And this is Streaming Things.
Goddamn right.
After Hours.
After Hours.
We have no idea what to do for this episode.
Put the children away. Put them to bed. Not away. That seems like you're going to put them in a closet. Put them to bed.
It's time for the adults to
Light
chat.
some candles.
We didn't have any ideas for this episode. Not going to lie. Strike's killing us.
Strike's killing us.
We're just going to shoot the shit for a minute.
Yeah, I kind of talked about it a little bit in the Discord and on the Steve Sire Fireside chats, that you had some really banger stories last week that we didn't record for that After Hours, and I was going to try to see if I can convince you to tell them again.
Did I have stories?
You had stories that you told me off air, and they were so funny, and we were both like, why didn't we say this?
Well, now that we're at the end of our recording day and I'm feeling really tired, I hope I make them funny. But I was at the mall with my son. I had a couple of $100. And I was going to buy my son some baseball cards. And I was going to buy myself a bunch of Blu-rays. I'm not going to lie. And I'm walking through the mall.
This is your birthday money.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was my birthday money.
Your birthday money.
And it's right. I was a big boy. I'm walking through the mall.
You didn't get the key to Johnny's toys. You got birthday money.
I buy a bunch of baseball cards because I went to the mall because malls are dead. Why was I there is what you're wondering. Because there is a store that I'm aware of that my son really likes that sells baseball cards. So we go there specifically for that place. And then I'm walking by Build-A-Bear. And I'm like, oh, that might be cute if I do something like for my wife because I see a Harry Potter Build-A-Bear.
Oh, so you're thinking you're going to go in and make this Harry Potter cute bear and give that to her?
I'm thinking, yeah, I could go in and spend some of my Blu-ray money on a bear. I don't know how much they cost. I've never been there before. That'd be a selfless idea. And I could spend whatever remains. I have like $100 left. Whatever remains from the 100 I'll spend on Blu-rays. So anyway, I go in there. I see a Gryffindor bear decked out. It's got like the robes, the scarf, a little 9 3/4 ticket.
What kind of bear is it?
It's a teddy.
Just a normal brown teddy bear?
Yeah, it's a cash teddy.
Cash teddy?
But it says $39.99 cash teddy Hogwarts. And I'm like,
cash money for this cash teddy.
Dope. But I didn't know there's like a whole process. If you've never been to Build-A-Bear, you pick the bear sack. It's just
the skin.
It's empty bear skin.
Yeah. A hollowed out husk of what could be a bear.
Yeah. You could choose like a Squirtle, a Grogu, or there's all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. I pick a classic bear because that's the one for Hogwarts. Like the foot even says, Wizarding World or whatever, with like the lightning font. So I go, the first station is like this creepy lady, creepy young woman. She's just doing her job. It's meant for children, but to me, it's creepy.
Why is she creepy?
I'm like fifth in line, and I have to watch this go down 4 times
before you.
Yeah, and it's like this giant cotton candy, look at it, stuffing filled machine. The client, the kid, puts their foot on a pedal and fills the bear, and she has like this skit that she goes through every time. Like, do you want to pick a scent for your bear so it can smell so good and yummy? And like you pick like a different smell to like rub the bear in.
They put smells on bears?
Yeah. So you could like pine tree or strawberry or whatever. And they rub it all over the bear. So that
I want my bear to smell like the things they put in taxi cabs. That little air freshener.
Indian food. Yeah, whatever. And so that's what you do first. And then they're like, okay, now her way of asking how much stuffing you want in the bear is, do you want it to be soft and cuddly or big and strong? And she asks that, and you decide, and they fill the stuffing up accordingly.
What does it?
I assume they leave a little more air in for soft and cuddly, and they fill it to the max for big and strong.
Okay.
And then you have to grab a heart out of this little box and put it in the bear. They like sew it up inside the bear, but they have to like activate the heart. And again, this is like this pretend magical ceremony for children.
What?
So she's like, take the heart, rub it on your arm so it knows how to hug. Rub it on your tummy so it doesn't eat your snacks. Rub it on your chest so it's filled with love. Rub it on your head so it's filled with knowledge.
Oh my God.
And now give it a kiss. And we stick it in the bear.
So this is what happens to theater kids when they graduate high school.
Yeah, she's doing this over and over and over, and she's going to the max with this performance.
Do you think she loves doing that, or do you think she gets in the back and does like the Patrick Bateman, like slowly peels the mask off while looking in the mirror?
She seemed to be like having a good time, but she could just be a good actor.
God love her.
So it gets to me. I'm 35. I do have my son with me, but he's also way too old for this. He's 10, right? And that I would think that performance is for 5 max. He's 10. He's just sitting there holding his baseball cards, and
He's like, "Why are we in here, Dad?"
Yeah,
this is.
I was like, "We're doing something good for your stepmom, and this is what we're gonna." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." So she starts, and she's like, "Do you want it to be soft and cuddly or big and strong?" And I'm staring at her in her eyes, like, "We're not gonna fucking.
We don't have to do this.
We're not gonna fucking do this, are we?" I don't say that, but my eyes do, and I'm like, soft and cuddly. And she's like, "Okay," and she kicks the pedal over to me, and like looks at it, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like, we're going to do the whole heart. So then I realized she's going to go, she doesn't know how to knot. We're going to go through the whole thing.
She's so into the weeds on this script, she can't deviate from it.
So I look at my son and I'm like, "Mason, come here, bud." And I like gesture at the pedal, and he just goes, He shakes his head ever so slightly. No, not doing that either, Dad.
No.
And so I start to panic, and I go, "Mason, come here. It'll be fun. Do the thing, And he's like, "Definitely not." Right. So then I'm a little mean. I'll be honest. I was like, "Do it." "Do the bear thing." "I'm not."
"Put the stuffing in the bear."
So he's like, "Okay." He like steps on the pedal, and he does the whole, like, he takes the heart. He's like rubbing it on his arm, like, "Okay." And she's like, "Kiss it." And he's like,
I'm so uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
Why is my dad making me do this?
I didn't. I just said, if it's one of us, it's you. But I would rather none of us had to do this, I just want to fill the fucking bear. So then that's over with, thank God. And I have to go to like this other station where you choose all the clothes. So I buy the high-heeled witch boots, and I buy a sorting hat, and I buy a wand and a 9 3/4 ticket, and the robes, and
all the accoutrements,
a Hufflepuff scarf, and
that's a lot of
she's
stuff.
a Hufflepuffer.
Yeah, rise up.
I go to the
Remember
cashier, and she's like, "That'll be $132.36." Apparently,
$132.36. What was it originally?
the $39.99 was what the completed Hogwarts bear said. $39.99, but apparently that was just the fucking skin. I don't know. So, and I'm a people pleaser, so like at that point, my wife's not even going to care that much. But
she didn't even know she was.
If I order a plate at a restaurant, I sit down, I say, "Hey, I'll take a barbecue burger." Just as I don't even sub anything. I'll take the bacon, I'll take the onion, I'll take everything. Tater tots, Saratoga chips, whatever you fucking want. I don't care. Sure, give it to me. They bring like a steak or a hot dog. They can bring me whatever and say, "Here you go." I'll eat it.
Ken, you want to start a ruckus.
And then leave a fat tip and leave. Just super sad and hungry still. I'm just that guy. I won't send food back. I don't correct anything, whatever. So that kind of person, she's like, "I'm not going to just like take the stuffing out of the bear, unactivate the heart. This bear's alive now."
It's alive. You can't kill it now.
So I'm like, "Okay." And I hand her the money I had for the Blu-rays, all of it. And then like an extra $30 from my credit card. Well, we're not going to Best Buy anymore. And then, and then she's like, do you, I have to go to like this dressing station after I pay for it. And it's just me, 35.
Dressing a bear.
My son, 10. And all these other like little girls and little kids and their parents having a great time at all their own stations. And I'm just there like silently putting shoes on this bear and putting a tie on it. And, we're kind of giggling at this point. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm like, I don't know, dude. Yeah. And then I go home and my wife's like, "Oh, neat." And then,
neat. And just chucks it.
Yeah. That was
cool.
It. That was it. I was trying to be nice, but.
Oh my gosh. I fucking love that story. The fact that you were like, I'm here to purchase my $39.99 bear. Nope. It's $140.
They get you.
That's right. I was aware of that. Here you go, madam.
So happy with this purchase.
Here's a crisp $100 bill and also my credit card.
We had a great time. It wasn't weird at all.
No.
Yeah, that's what happened there. Oh well.
Well,
it's a thought that counts.
I feel like in like 20 years or so, Mason will be like, "Hey, Dad, remember that time we went to Build-A-Bear?
Yeah, remember when I had to rub it on my tummy so it wouldn't eat my snacks?"
That motherfucker ate every one of my snacks.
I must have not rubbed it right.
I don't think so.
Anyway.
You got to rub it right.
That's right. That's one thing. What else?
I don't know if you want to share the story about how you almost like incepted your way from not getting fired.
Well, there is a lot going on with my job right now, and I've been talking about it. I'm open to talking about it. I mean, I talk about it with everybody in the Discord a lot. They're aware of what's going on. I can't imagine a scenario in which I don't lose my job soon, and it's my own fault. I have a good job. I should be very grateful for, but I'm obsessed with creating content for TikTok and working on this podcast. And I want to start a YouTube channel for my own personal, put more effort into the podcast YouTube channel, do all kind of stuff. I'm so close to all of those things, to being able to provide for my family, but also still pretty far away from that. Mm-hmm. But I'm at a crossroads where it's like, am I going to be able to turn this into a full-time gig without risking it and making it my full-time gig? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been battling with that for a long time. I quit the job. I used to sell cars, folks, 3 years ago. I've been working in the mental health field now for 3 years, but I quit the car sales job to do this full time. That was insane because I made a shitload of money doing that. And I had 0 following on the podcast or the TikTok. Mm-hmm. It was all just like let's see if we can build something. But I had like won some money on the stock market, made some money on the stock market, right? I've told that story before. And I only ended up being off work for a couple of months. I did start all of this stuff back then. But I ended up getting this job to like just help pay the bills and give me more free time. So that worked out. But now I'm at another crossroads where I'm like, now they want me to like come to premieres in LA. They want me to fly to New York. Mm-hmm. Somebody offered, they wanted me to go to a film festival in Bath, England. You know, I can't do all this stuff if I have a real job, you know? Mm-hmm. So I've been thinking for a long time now. I'm like, I think it's almost time for me to just like really risk it for the biscuit.
Rip it and rip it.
But last Thursday, but also at the same time, the company that I'm in is like not doing great. It's a startup company. I switched jobs like a year ago in February to take a higher position at a new company that's just being built. It's way more work than I thought it would be. It was not a smart idea for me or good for them because I'm not the person they need. They need somebody who's like fully invested, you know, whose heart is in this. It's not just going through the motions. Because I'm only willing to put in the amount of effort I put in my last job. And now I'm at a startup. That was an already established company. And I don't spiritually like half-assing anything. So that's part of the problem too, is like I don't feel good. Anyway, so the owners fly into town and they're like ripping into everybody at a company meeting. And they get to me and they think, I'm somebody who gives a fuck, you know?
You can't hurt me.
They think
I don't even want to be here today.
And they're honestly good dudes. They seem like, I don't know them too well. They're the owners, but they seem like good people that do care. I know my immediate supervisor certainly is the executive director. But what I mean by that is like anybody who was like, God, this is my career. I want to be an executive someday, or I really want to, I'll knuckle down. I'll double my efforts, or I'll, you know, whatever. I'll get creative. Because ultimately, I don't know why we're not doing that hot or whatever. So anyway, they get to me and they're, you know, I don't do any of that. I say, I think you guys should fire me. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, if I was an outside consultant hired to look at this company, I would look at the marketer specifically because she's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. It must be me. I think you should switch marketing guys. I think that would be the smart tactic to do. And they're like, whoa. This guy, because they're from New York. So they're like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
I like this guy.
He tried to fire himself.
He saw that I was walking here.
And all of a sudden it was like, my buddy was like, you hit him with the B-Rabbit from 8 Mile. You said everything about yourself before they could and confused them. Because they were like, nah, we're going to take you to an NBA game. You know, we're going to. Anyway, it was so weird. When I left, I apologized to my executive director friend. And he was like, no, dude, they loved it. They're so happy right now. And they text me the next morning like, there was a great talk yesterday.
Can't wait to go to that game.
And I was like, how was that a great talk? I was like, you should fire me. And you were like, LOL, great talk. I let that go. I was like, whatever. Okay. I guess maybe they tricked me because I do feel like working harder.
Did I just get promoted?
I do feel like working harder all of a sudden. A couple of days go by. And I remember I'm supposed to go to Fantastic Fest. I'm recording this on Sunday. I actually fly out this coming Thursday. You're hearing this on Friday. So hopefully I'm on my way to Austin right now, or in Austin right now. But then like last Tuesday, a week before I leave, I get a call saying that my PTO is denied. We can't let you go. It's too crazy right now. It's too busy. And I was like, awkward, because I'm going. I didn't say it real shitty like that, but I was like, God, buddy, I'm so sorry. This is awkward, but I'm going to go. I paid a couple grand for non-refundable hotels and plane tickets. And that's why I told you what I told you last Thursday. I wasn't joking or using a negotiating tactic.
I was serious.
I was jumping on a sword and trying to be honest about how I'm probably not the guy because I only can give half of the amount of fucks that you need me to give ever. That's like my max amount of fucks. Mm-hmm. And we had a long talk that seemed to be emotional and like I was near tears at one point, you know, just like I'm fucking every day I wake up, I really want to commit myself because I do kind of remote work. Like I make my own schedule. I send emails, I do calls, I drive and do drop-offs and just build business to places. I go to my accounts and drop them off cookies and talk to them. I talk to prospective patients and clients about their mental health or addiction issues. Like I can answer a phone call at 10 p.m. or be in a meeting all day at night. So like there's no real like you have to be here at this time aspect of my job. But what that also means is a lot of the times I get really distracted by personal things or the TikTok or, you know, I could go see a movie at 3 p.m, fully intending on working on a spreadsheet from 7 to 9 and then getting home and getting distracted and not doing that either. Anyway, that's what's been happening. So I tell my boss, I'm like, every day I wake up, I fully intend on like just fucking sucking the days off, you know, all the way, like just killing it. And then these past few weeks have been crazy. Like I wake up, my wife's got an x-ray on one of her broken arms. Then my dog's sick and like shitting everywhere. And I have to take him to the vet after I give him a bath. You know, like some catastrophe has been happening. That day that he called me to tell me my PTO was denied, I didn't tell you this. At midnight, I went down to the basement to do laundry after I had just finished doing dishes. And my entire basement was flooding.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's because my kitchen sink was broken. And because I was running the dishes, doing the dishes that whole time, all that water was just going into the basement.
Oh my gosh.
This is the kind of shit that keeps happening every day because the Mercury Retrograde.
Mercury's in retrograde. It's still in retrograde.
So I'm like, shit. That was midnight. So I had to call a plumber.
Oh, damn.
So that morning, instead of crushing it at work, my wife went to go get her third x-ray on her hand. And then the plumber came at 10 a.m. to fix the sink. And so I couldn't even start work till like 11:30 or so. You know what I mean? And it doesn't seem to be my fault. I'm just like, luckily I have the kind of job where it was like, I wasn't like at the restaurant, like, oh shit, what do I do? You know, it was just like, but still, I don't think I'm doing anything on purpose there. It's just, how's that my fault?
That's his life.
So I tell him this, I'm in tears. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. That kind of shit happens every day. You can find a 28-year-old, 25-year-old, super hungry, who doesn't have kids and all this shit going on, doesn't have another business that pays pretty well, and will just be so in it. What you need every day, all day. He's going to work. I said the craziest shit to this guy. For somebody who's like could manipulate and just keep their job for 6 more months easily, I just thought I have to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I said shit like, you could find somebody for 10 grand less a year that'll work twice as hard. I said that. I said, you guys need me to double my efforts and I'm never going to. I said that.
Dang.
And the guy was so nice. And I was like, but surely after saying those things and the fact that they said I cannot go to Austin and I'm totally going, I'm going to be fired, right? So I tell my wife I lost my job. I tell Discord I think I'm about to lose my job. We're all talking about it. That evening, 4 p.m., I go to a conference call for work, or I have a conference call, marketing call, talk to the owners, talk to that guy I just talked to this morning. Nobody mentions anything. We just talk about like plans for October and shit. And I'm like, okay, that was weird. Next day, I go through an entire workday with nothing being said, do all my work and stuff. The next day, I go through an entire workday, 4 p.m. conference call that I have to have every fucking day happens. And I feel super weird because the boss is yelling at me again about all the things I need to, you need to do this, you need to do this. We got to get this better. We got to get this better. Come on, we got to crush it. You know, shit that doesn't motivate me anyway. And then I text my boss that I had talked to originally and was like, dude, are we going to have a follow-up on our conversation from Tuesday? And he was like, we're going to work it out.
What does that mean?
We're going to work it out. I don't even... Work out what? The fact that I told you I'm totally not going to work harder? You know what I mean? I mean, I understand he's trying to look out for me.
We got to figure out how to crack this nut.
Like it's
Chris nut.
It's possible I'm having a nervous breakdown and he can see that as a therapist and is like trying to protect me from sabotaging my job maybe. That's possible. I'm entirely willing to admit I'm not always in touch with reality. But what I feel like is this is a far-fetched career for me to jump into, but I have as good a chance as anybody of making it happen. And fuck it, just try it. Like, you got the support of your wife and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I could always go back and get a normal person job, but I can't go back in time and try to live my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
So
why not?
Seems
now?
like a no-brainer when you look
Why
at it
not
that
now?
way. Right. But I don't know if that's true or not. So it's fucking weird. At this moment, I'm just working every day. Today's Sunday. I'm supposed to leave Wednesday for my PTO that they denied.
We'll see what happens.
And nobody's followed up on any of that. It's wild. It's like uncomfortable though, like the way that's left in the air, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I don't know. But that's a weird position to be in. But it's exciting.
Yeah.
A little scary. For sure.
I mean,
it's not a bad job. Like, I can't stress enough. It's a job many
Sure.
people would kill for that. I'm just like,
Well, I mean, your heart's elsewhere. And I think it would be good to try to go all in on the thing you really want to do.
yeah. Never, who knows what kind of opportunity? Because my plan is like
Again, you don't want to end up like Cobb and be an old man filled with
regret.
Yeah.
Waiting to die alone.
Waiting to
That's
die
what I'm
alone.
saying, man. I want to start a YouTube channel, and every review I do on TikTok, do a 10-minute one for YouTube. And if I could get 10% of the people that follow me on TikTok to follow me on YouTube, that'd be like a serious channel.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And-
If 3% of them could follow this YouTube channel.
It's obviously I'm scared because like I've found that that's tough because not even all of our listeners follow our YouTube channel. So that
YouTube's weird because we
the
have
recidivism doesn't like work.
our subscription numbers continually rises pretty steadily. Like it's we're almost at like 2,000 subs on
I think
YouTube.
we're over that.
Yeah, I think we might be over that now. And so we're constantly like increasing in subs, but not views.
I don't think anybody
So wild.
watches hour-and-a-half long YouTube videos.
No, they don't. Like we need to like pare it down.
If
to
it
20
was
minutes.
like hot clips of each episode, I think that we would get gangbusters numbers on occasion and like decent numbers almost every time. But I understand like same thing for you. Like if you didn't have your main job, imagine what you would be doing for the show and other things.
I know. I already spend like most of my free time doing just the basic needs of the need that the show needs to run.
I'm in a 12-step program. I've almost completely stopped doing that. And if I drink or use drugs, I'm fucked. Like I'll die. So that's super important. I don't see my wife and kids as much as I would like to. She hasn't been on vacation in 2 years. You know, there's all kinds of things that I've sacrificed already to maintain the 2 full-time jobs that I do. Mm-hmm. And I'm at a point, and I'm not going to take off the gas for the dream thing. So I'm like, it sounds crazy to say, but I'm like, okay, main job, you got to go.
You got to go. You got to go.
Because I think, if I made some TikTok videos about my new YouTube channel and, you know, maybe they would follow it. And then I would have like a decent start from jump. Mm-hmm. And I could put so much more energy into this podcast, help you out a lot more on the back stuff that I used to do more of. That's just like fucking killing me right now, you know? That's the plan. And the more that I succeed, the more Kid Laser succeeds, the more streaming things gets benefited. Because it's like, hey, I have a podcast everywhere I go, you know?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. Anyway.
Yeah, like if we had more time, I would love to like have special, like this is the cool thing we talked about for 20 minutes of this episode and like have a 20-minute long episode about that very specific thing.
And we need to start a TikTok just for the podcast and put those. I don't even think we've been making reels or anything recently. Like it's just a lot.
Yeah.
It's just a lot,
it's
man.
so much for me to do. And I had people helping me, but when we stopped doing concurrent coverage with like TV shows like Lost, I stopped having people do that.
Yeah. Well, everything's been weird because of the strike. And that's another thing.
The strike's been throwing a big whole grenade into everything too.
I also love that I'm about to get fired during the strike when I'm actually not making any money really. You know what I mean? Like I was normally.
Yes.
Normally I was making.
Striking for a group you're not actually in.
Yeah. I was making more money than my main job pays until just now because of the strike. When I'm making none, almost none. And now is when my job's like, hey man, you need a, you know, and I think it's kind of
You gotta buckle up, soldier.
It's kind of funny. And I could have just lied and been like, yes, sir, we'll do. But I just couldn't. I was like,
because you're a man of integrity.
Let's have a chat about me doubling my output here.
That's not gonna happen.
I hit him with the Dr. Evil. They were like, what do you think about that? And I was like, how about no?
How about no, Scott?
I got to hold back a with your name on it.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. It can be tough out there as we try to navigate the many twists and turns that life throws our way. Not every problem we face has an obvious or easy solution, but talking through these issues can always bring major benefits. So whether you're dealing with a career change, relationship help, or just getting used to your new normal, therapy helps you stay connected to what you really want while you navigate life, so you can move forward with confidence and excitement. I myself have benefited from therapy. I have benefited from BetterHelp. I was struggling to find myself and figure out who I was post-divorce. BetterHelp matched me with an amazing therapist who taught me all about codependency, what it was, and ways I can combat it and realize my whole true self. So if it sounds like therapy is the right move for you, then give BetterHelp a try. It's online, convenient, flexible, and can work with your schedule. Filling out a brief questionnaire is all it takes to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time. To start your own therapy journey, visit betterhelp.com/streamingthings today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/streamingthings. It's the month of September, and with a new month comes a new opportunity for us to be thankful for all of the stream fiends who help us at Streaming Things keep the lights on and make this show what it is. So let's give a super patron shout out to some of our most ardent supporters on patreon.com/streamingthings. Thank you so much to Becky the Farmer, Kaylee Sampson, Stanton Valentino, Sunshine, Huckleberry Cauliflower, Optimus, Mike from New Hampshire, Brett X, Emily Scarano, Lil Tickler, Svento7, Jay Scramo, AK Ashley Ray, Adam Busby, Wendy O'Laughlin, Jason Hawkins, Butthorn, Conrad, David Malfara, Rabbit Dog in a Barbie Car, Jose Ruben Cruz Rodriguez, Charlie Friday, Alexis Adler, Emmy, Joe Velez, Valerie, John Collins, Amber McVeigh, Amanda King, Trisha Bueller, Sun Loving Mortal, Suzanne Rode, Jadinklage Morgoon, Jen Robinson, Kate, Kalisha Reeves, Aaron Armstrong, Kevin Strother, Jeanette Murphy, Ashley Powers, Stephen V, Casey McCain, and Enza. And with that, back to the show.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm with you, though. I'd like to start a TikTok for the podcast. I think that would crush.
Make more reels, make shorter.
I also want to start tweeting more and just being one of those lame accounts that's like especially from our Streaming Things account. Mm-hmm. Like they get fucking thousands of likes, these dumb tweets. I get it. I like them all the time. Where it's just like Blade Runner 2049, 2017, Denis Villeneuve, 4 stills from the movie, tweet. Those crush and they make me angry.
I know.
And I'm like, dude, I could just do that from Streaming Things account. Mm-hmm. Fucking Inception.
And that's how you phonetically just type it out.
Wally Pfister. Yeah. That's the DP's name.
That's a DP name, yeah. Wally Pfister.
Just didn't know if anybody. Deep cut for Inception right there.
Yeah. I deleted my Twitter account. Did I tell you that?
Is that why you haven't been liking my tweets?
Yeah.
Are you like anti-Elon?
Well, I am anti-Elon, but the real reason why I deleted it is just 'cause I found out I wasn't going there. Like I just wasn't using it ever. And I'm just like, fuck, I just need to get something off my phone, get out of here.
Yeah.
And so, and also like I hate Elon. So like
Steve May 13 is gone.
My back. It's gone.
It's up for grabs?
It's up for grabs. Steve May 12, you turtle loving son of a bitch. It's yours. You can have it. I
can't believe you left the Twitter. I've been waiting for your little like to come up because you usually like my tweets about 3 days after I tweet them.
Yeah, because that's when I get them.
Yeah. I was waiting.
Now I'm just
I had some good ones like literally just for your eyes. I was like, I don't have to text this to Steve. He'll see this tweet.
You're going to text me now.
And now you're not
now you actually have to text me.
You're not going to. Dang.
I just love creeping on whenever you're on like TikTok live and just trying to get your attention.
I never see you in there.
I know. I send some dipshit things to see if I can get your attention.
Maybe you get blocked. Like they don't even show your comment.
Maybe.
Because TikTok does filter. It'll say the comment has been filtered.
Oh, maybe.
What are you saying? Suck my balls and stuff? Because that would
like,
definitely not come through.
Like, I don't know. I usually just talk about how hot you are. Like, oh my God, look at those muscles.
Yeah, I don't see any of that.
Ooh, new hat. Who dis? Like stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't see.
Usually you're hanging out with like Straw Hat Goofy. And I'm like, I'm making this worse for him. But then you don't see my quote, so it actually doesn't.
No, yeah, I don't think I might have seen and just thought somebody was saying I was hot.
You're just like, oh, well,
I was like, nice. Thanks, man.
All the time.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I don't even know your TikTok name.
I think it's Steve May 13. I don't know. It's probably that.
Makes sense.
I think I made a TikTok when we were at the height of the Steve May 13 joke, so it probably just stuck. That was before I changed my online identity to I'm Steve. So, which seems to fit a little bit more.
I know. I wish my name in Discord wasn't just our podcast. I wish I had listened to you guys and let you teach me how to create my own thing. Because it could be my name is Kit or my name is Chris or whatever.
Movies Are Therapy.
And then we could have, it just would make more sense than just me talking as streaming things and then Steve and Andy are in there. It's dumb. But now I'm like, it's too late.
Usually I'm the one that goes into Discord and announces like, hey, big news, like expect episode. But it's from like my personal and not the streaming things one. It's kind of funny. And
I'll just be like, Silencio, old man.
Hey, don't take Amanda King stuff.
That's hilarious. Every time I see that, I laugh.
Silencio, old man. Yeah, there's that gif of Elliot Page and Juno saying, Silencio, old man. And she posts that to literally everything I write in Discord, and it cracks me up every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Yo, bag.
Your old bag.
Oh, man. Well, I hope the work thing...
I mean,
figured. I told you this earlier this week.
I just pulled my pants down, and whatever happens will happen, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I told you this earlier this week. It's like, it sounds like a win-win for you. Like, on one hand, you keep your job and you get to like have a little extra time building your personal TikTok stuff. And so you can do it at a better time, or you can focus on the thing you've always wanted to focus on. And it might be a little scarier, but at least you're doing something you really, really care about and are motivated and want to do.
Yes.
So it's a win-win for you either way.
I agree. Mm-hmm. Shouldn't be stressful, but just the lack of knowing is for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But you're right. You're right. And it's weird to me that I made all those jokes about Mercury retrograde.
Last week.
Because it's not in retrograde. That's redundant. Because retrograde means to go backwards. Mm-hmm. So you wouldn't say Mercury is in to go backwards. You just say Mercury retrograde. But then my sync broke. Some other shit happened and I might have gotten like fired. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even know all that when I was making the Mercury retrograde jokes. Yeah. It's been fucking wild.
Mercury was listening to it. But also, like, oh, it is, motherfucker.
Mercury was retrograde in Virgo, specifically my sign, which is why this has been so crazy.
Oh, wow.
That's what I've learned.
Mercury has it out for you today.
I think it's over now. As of the 15th. Yeah. So it should be on the up and up at this point.
Oh, that's good.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
I think this. You know what's crazy though too? You know the WGA is meeting with the AMPTP next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't I make that joke? I was like, if a couple days after September 15th, if this strike ends, I might be an astrology believer. Literally on September 15th, they were like, we're scheduling to meet next week. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm just saying. I might get a tarot reading later is all I'm saying. I might get a fortune cookie.
Tell me what my future is, Chris. Yeah. Tell me, you wizard.
Let me see your palm. Sweaty. Your future is sweaty.
Oh, man. I've got volleyball this week. He's right.
What movie was I watching where somebody like looked at their palm? It was recently. They like wake up, they look at their palm and they're like, I'm 37. They were like a time traveler type person.
Was it what's that? Christopher Nolan movie?
It was fucking Kill Bill.
Oh, it was Kill Bill.
She wakes up from the coma and she looks at her palm lines and she's like 8 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's neat. Little touch. I never noticed that before.
I love Kill Bill.
Dude, that movie holds the fuck up. Both of them.
Does it? I haven't seen it in a while.
Holds the fuck up.
Yeah, that movie's so good.
They're both so great in different ways. And I watched them back to back, like the whole bloody affair, like you're supposed to.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Do you like the first part or the second part better?
I think I'm partial to the first. I love the Crazy 88 battle.
Yeah, it's good.
And I think the Lucy Liu is incredible. But obviously, the whole bit in the second one, like it's a little more.
It's more of a Western.
It's more of a Western. I love that vibe too. And you've got, Michael Madsen and David Carradine even doing great work. Mm-hmm. It's different. But I really do. I think most people say, like most film people say, the second one's way better. I don't think so. I like to cheat and just consider it one giant movie.
I do too. Yeah.
But I think I'm partial to the first one if I was going to rewatch one.
Yeah. I need to rewatch those. I love those movies. I think I like the first one or the second one more usually just because I like the dialogue a little bit better. And also like I kind of gravitate more towards Western stuff anyway.
Well, you get more of the training too. That's when you meet the
Shao Pei or whatever.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I forget.
Something Pei, Pei.
They did his 5-point finger heart exploding thing.
Yeah.
In Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep.
The one that just came out. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I was playing it with Jimmy yesterday. Everybody was wondering when's Jimmy going to come back. We do have plans to bring Jimmy back. It's just a matter of the strikes. And I've get so many messages even still like, what the fuck aren't you just talking about movies and shows? No one cares. I actually think you're right. I actually think you're 100% right that nobody really cares. Nobody's touched by the fact that I'm doing this. and nobody would be angry if I wasn't. I think for the most part, you're right. At the time when I made these commitments, it was very much unfairly attention pointed at me and people like me. But I think you're correct. But the point is, we said what we said we were going to do, and we're stuck in it. We're not going to go against our word.
Yeah.
So do we think we could start talking about Lost and whatever show we want tomorrow to zero consequences? Absolutely. Do we think that we're helping the strike in any way by doing what we're doing? Probably not, cynically. Did we commit to something that we are going to stick to? Yes.
Yes.
So it is what it is. But I do, me personally, I'll tell you guys, because Steve's probably like, fuck you, dude. But my plan that I wanted to do was to cover Gen V, the boys spinoff. And I wanted Jimmy to be on that because Jimmy really wants to come back. Because people were asking me, when's Jimmy coming back?
When the fuck is Jimmy coming back?
You oscillate hosts, but Jimmy's only there for the one thing. Fair. He's been talking to us. That was the plan. We're 8 days from that with no end in sight for the strike. That's probably not likely, which is very sad to me because that was like probably one that would have brought us a huge amount of new listeners. It's a crazy popular show. Well, what it is.
Yeah, we'll get there. Jimmy will be back eventually.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Jimmy?
Who the fuck is Jimmy, eh?
Anything you want to talk about?
Dude, I had a lot of sports this week. It was really weird.
You did do sports.
Yeah, it was such a weird week.
God damn it.
It's so funny because last week we had that episode where it was, me kind of popping off on baseball.
Next day you went to a baseball game.
And the next fucking day I went to a baseball game.
You posted a selfie in the Discord at a baseball game.
Just God damn it.
Super sad looking.
Yeah. So what happened? And it's also funny because we had that episode and I've had so many people like DM me or reach out to be like, dude, what the fuck? You hate baseball? Let me take you to a game. I'll show you.
Un-American.
Yeah. A lot of people have offered to take me to games. It's like, you misjudged.
You took the wrong lesson from that.
That's the wrong lesson. I don't need to experience it with the right person.
Yeah.
I just don't want to experience it, period. But anyway, so like the very next day after we did that episode, Erica, she works for a local company and the local company had like bought it was like a special like employee day at the Red Stadium where the employees of this company all got to go and like they got like free swag and stuff and like there was face painting for the kids and she has 2 boys, so the 4 of us, excuse me, they met down here. We did like a Pokemon Go hunt because they love Pokemon Go, her boys, and then we went to the baseball game. So we get to the Red Stadium and we proceed to immediately go to the face painting area. There's a magician there. We saw the magician. We got all our free shit, our hats and everything, and went to the playground because there's some playgrounds there. Not 1, but 2. Did you know there were 2 playgrounds at the Red Stadium?
No, I didn't know there
I
was
only knew of the one. There's 2 of them. But then at one point, Erica turns to the boys and she's like, guys, should we actually find our seats and watch the game? And they're like, okay, because they don't really care. They're just happy to be in a big space that has all this fun shit going on,
Yeah.
So we find our seats. We're in the nosebleeds. We're literally 1 row away from being the last row you could possibly be. We're kind of disappointed. Like, aw, I wanted to be in the most nosebleedy of nosebleeds. That would have been great. But we sit down. We watch this inning. It was the Reds versus some other team. I don't fucking know.
It was definitely another team.
It's another team. And it's the 3rd inning. And we sit down. We watch the 3rd inning in its entirety. And saw like 3 runs being made. It was like super exciting. Like, oh, Reds get a run. Oh, there's another run. Oh, dude, stolen run. It was like so exciting and people were going nuts. And after the inning, they swap out. And at that point, we're like, okay, we ready to go, guys? We saw the baseball. We did the things. And the boys like, yeah, let's go. So we left.
Oh, that's great.
Like right after that. And I was joking with Erica, like, isn't it like ironic that I just bitch about how boring baseball is? And then we sit down and watch probably the most exciting like inning of baseball of all time, like as if the sport itself was like, Steve, you were wrong. But then later on in the night, we're hanging out and I like, hey, should we like check to see? I wonder if the Reds actually won. They were doing so well. They were like up by 3. She's like, yeah, they had to have won, right? And I pull up the score. And the score was 4-3. So we were in the one inning that the Reds did well. And the rest of the game, they just sucked, I guess.
Never scored a run again.
Yeah, and so we've been laughing like, oh, it's perfect that we went to a baseball game and the only game or the only inning with like action in it we watched.
I can't believe you stayed for 1 inning.
Yep. Yeah, we were gone by like...
Not even that, half of an inning, because as soon as the other team was up, you left.
Well, I mean, we did leave, but I think like when we left at the third, we probably left around the fifth inning because we got up after that, but then like got some popcorn and
walked around
a little bit. But like that was the only time we looked at the diamond, baseball diamond or anything. So that was really funny. And then sand volleyball started up again. So sand volleyball, I went to a pro wrestling match, like a wrestling show Wednesday. That was fun.
You like that?
It was only a third of the stadium was full. Like they did not sell well. It was kind of crazy. So, but then the next day we did sand volleyball, and
was that WWE?
AEW? Yeah, all elite wrestling.
A third of the stadium's rough.
Yeah, it's very rough. But the next day was sand volleyball. But also before sand volleyball, we went to another golf.
But did you play
outing.
sand volleyball or did you?
Yes.
Well, that's fun.
Well, so we played golf before. So do you remember last year when I went to that Hawksworth thing and I was like wasted? So we were like, yay, it's the golf outing. We're going to get trashed. And we show up and I think they lost money on the event last year because of us. Because we were like, margaritas, keep them coming, margaritas. And because they would give you like drink tickets to use. And the drink girls are on their little carts and they pull over and they're like, we got alcohol. We're like, yay. Give us the margaritas. We hand them our drink coupons. Like, oh, you have to pay cash for the margaritas. I'm like, what? We don't have cash. Oh, that's too bad. You can have a Coors Light or a Miller Light. And so we like didn't drink at all. So we're like mad golfing the whole time because like we don't fucking like this.
Yeah, we don't like fucking golf.
It's so hot out.
When you cheated and won the prize because
I didn't understand what it was. We kept joking that we were going to do it the whole time, but we never did. But so they have these little like pins that they stick in the ground that has like a list where you can write names. And what's supposed to happen is if I take a shot and I'm like, ooh, and I make it, like I get the ball in the hole, I pick that thing up and stick it in the ground where I was to say, this is the distance. It's now the longest distance. And I have signed my name where it was.
Yeah.
But last year, I kept seeing these signs that just had people's names on them. I didn't know what they were. And because we were getting trashed last year, towards one of the last holes, I was like, I want to fucking write my name on a sign. I'll fucking do it. Give me a pen. Give me a pen. So I just went up to one of these signs that were stuck in the ground and signed my name on it. Just because I don't fucking know what this is. I want to sign my name.
Yeah,
not knowing that this woman had done the longest women's drive. That was the category. Longest women's drive, marked her spot, wrote her name, and then I just walked over and wrote my name under hers, therefore usurping her spot because someone thinks that's the most recent spot now.
Yeah.
And so at the end of that day, we were like getting our prizes and they're like, they didn't announce it. Like the woman we know from Hawksworth came over and she's like, Steve, you won a prize. I'm like, huh? Why? You had longest drive. And I'm like, oh, did I? I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on. But she gives me this gift basket and it's like to the winner of longest drive, women's category.
They didn't. They wanted to announce it. So everything else got announced. Like winner of longest women's drive, Steve May would have been what they had to say.
Yeah. But instead of just ignoring me and just going with the one other name on that list, they
should have easily done that.
Yeah. I don't know. I still feel bad about it because I did not know what I was doing.
Wasn't it like a hat?
Well, it was a bunch of little like Hawksworth swag, but then like a $50 gift certificate to the golf club's merch place. And so I just bought a $50 hat. And I wore it Thursday at this last
trophy.
Golf. Yeah, that was my trophy. I just show it off.
Dang, no margs though.
So we played golf all day, no margs, not eating well. I'm not hydrating because I was expecting to hydrate on margs. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what my body was feeling. Mm-hmm. I get the worst migraine ever. I have a terrible migraine. But because our volleyball team only has 6 people on the team, and that's the minimum to play, like none of us can like quit. So I'm like, I gotta go. So I go play sand volleyball with this headache. And everyone kept saying I looked like Weekend at Bernie's because I had sunglasses on, but they were like slightly crooked. My hair is all messed up. I'm just like, just looking like shit out on the field. I'm like diving and falling over. I was so sandy.
Sandy boy.
I was so sandy. And so I did a lot of sports. And last night we capped it off by, I did like a 10-mile bike ride like rode from Lunken Airport to 50 West Brewing and ate food and got some drinks there and then rode back in the dark. It was an adventure for sure.
Fun. I'm glad you're living your life.
But I kept going into the Discord with photos of me at the sports. God damn it. They keep bringing me back and doing sports. Don't they know I'm an indoor titty?
Did you call yourself a titty?
I did.
I think maybe you're not. You're a little butterfly. You didn't even know it.
Well, thank you.
Meanwhile, my adventure is I'm going to watch this on 4K. I've gained so much weight.
Dude, you should go bike riding. It was fun. I just rented one of those red bikes at Lunken and rode around. It was a good time.
I refuse to support the cycling industrial complex.
Fair, I get it.
I think it's damaging our environment, personally.
I agree. Dude, have you
By the way, I've been rewatching The Boys. You know the Deep drives a Hummer?
Of course
and that's a joke because he's supposed to be an environmentalist.
Yeah.
I never noticed that before.
Of course he does.
I was like, oh, nice.
Dude, did you see a movie trailer? Sorry, this is just a quick aside. I just wanted to ask you, did you see a movie trailer for a movie called No One Will Save You?
It comes out on Hulu, right?
Yeah.
I know of it because that movie is Brian Duffield, who wrote Underwater with Kristen Stewart. Also Spontaneous that same year. And also another great, Love and Monsters with Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, I love Love and
Monsters. That same year. It was all 2020. Those are all his scripts.
Damn.
And then he directed something else. Anyway, he's pretty awesome. So I've been excited for him. That comes out on September 22nd on Hulu. But anyway.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
I don't watch trailers.
Do you know what it is?
Kinda.
It's just an alien invasion abduction movie.
Yeah, but it's like a home invasion but with an alien or something, right?
Yeah. And so I watched the trailer of it, and dude, this movie.
You're gonna be scared.
I'm gonna be terrified. Let me tell you. Do you remember my abduction story about like the feet run?
Is that in there?
That's in there. That exact thing where she's in a bed, like she runs back up into her bed, and you can tell something's kind of creepily following her. It opens the door, and you kind of see it in the background. She's kind of gone under the bed, and you can see it like run up to the bed and then jump on it and start jumping around on top of the bed, and you see it's like little feet. Yeah. Oh my.
It's little Piggly Wigglies.
Yeah, dude, it looks so good. Like as someone who has like a alien abduction fear, like I watched that trailer, I'm like, that's probably gonna be dog shit, but God, it looks good.
No,
it
Brian
looks like
Duffield,
it hits my
spirit
cores.
I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited for it.
Well, that makes me feel better that I know it's him.
But I'll be in Austin. I'll be watching all those Fantastic Fest movies when that's there. So I'm going to take my laptop though. Maybe, I don't know, can't imagine I'll want to go to the hotel and watch a movie after all that.
Yeah, after watching 5 movies
what
in a
else
day.
am I going to do? I don't have any friends in the whole state.
Let's cap this off with another movie.
You underestimate me. So that's what I was buffering like a motherfucker.
You underestimate my power.
My power? What else am I going to do? You know?
No?
I don't know anybody else in that whole state.
Go hang out with...
I'm going to go now. I'm going to go back to my hotel. They're all friends with each other. They don't like me. I get it. I've gained weight. I wear shorts too short. I have a fanny pack. I wouldn't hang out with me.
Why are you trying to turn me on?
But I do want to watch, I want to keep my boys rewatch going. I want to fucking watch the No One Will Save You shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my laptop. I've never taken my computer on a plane before. You always do that.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I do it all the time.
So I can carry my laptop case and my carry-on luggage, right? Those are two separate things.
Yeah, I think so. Because as long as one can fit in your lap and the other one can go into the
it's like the bag I bring to the podcast.
Yeah,
that big.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be good.
Can you wear a fanny pack through security?
They will search it, I'm sure. I remember I got the whole like bomb testing one time because they saw my computer or my laptop in my bag and
You're supposed to take it out.
Well, I didn't know that at the time. I don't know. Like
I think they tell you to set the any electronics like that you set out on their own, and then
maybe I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember like I had to go to the side and they had like a dog sniffing it and shit.
Dang.
Like
full dog sniffer.
The dude had to get all like handsy on me and do the whole
I like that part.
The gooch check. Like you hiding a hard drive up here?
And they go 2 knuckles, no more, no less.
No more, no less.
Oh, wait, that's just my guy. I don't know.
Oh, you got a guy.
Yeah, it was Frank. Oh, he pre-checks me. He calls it pre-check. And I go to his house every time I'm about to fly.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, you'll get right in. You're going to get right in. Oh, yeah. They're not going to find that. I love this dude.
It's my TSA buddy. What's Frank supposed to say?
I always got a pair of gloves just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there nice and deep, like boy.
Yeah. That was pretty long after hours. I mean, we had some things to talk about.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. And we love you all. I appreciate all the support. So I will not be here next week due to my travels.
Yes.
My travels.
There's a chance we might postpone the Chosen movies if I can't find Andy.
Where is he?
Yeah. If
It's supposed to be Scream, but we don't want to short shrift anybody who, waited so long for their coverage.
Yeah, if someone picked Scream and I'm the only one of the original Streaming Things crew that can do it, we would feel bad doing that. So we might hold off so we can get, at least you can come back on and you can.
At least me.
Yeah. So we'll let you know. Keep an eye on that. Maybe on the Twitter.
The tweets.
Maybe on Twitter. Definitely on the Instagram. Streaming Things Pod official.
Baby.
Or on, the
Wherever
Discord,
else.
wherever else. Patreon, yeah.
Any hoozle. That's all the time we have for right now. We love you all so very much. My name is Kit.
And I'm Steve.
This was Streaming Things After Hours.
After Hours. Happy streaming.